So visited Daytona International Speedway. I just love these palm trees.
Nice.
And this is the Daytona International Speedway. There's a car over there, a race car. Trying to look inside the racetrack. NASCAR racing. So we're going to tour the Daytona International Raceway.
A sick air show.
Daytona. Daytona.
Like you get to see them do their high speed passes. You get to experience something. Yeah, and then they do their high G maneuvers.
There's Papa. Oh, nandito na sila.
All right, can everybody hear me back there? Construction began at this speedway back in November of 1957 and was completed a short 15 months later in time for the first Daytona 500, which was held on February 22nd, 1959. Over here in the passenger side of the tram, you'll see the original tunnels that were built in that construction back in 1958. Take note of the clear section. About why you think we would have a lake, especially in that size in the middle of our racetrack. Now we're going to go up here and make a right-hand turn. As I do so, I want everybody to look over on that drive area in January of 2016. That seating area is 0.8 miles long. Seating capacity is 101,500. But on race day, with our seats, our standing room areas, and our suites, we can accommodate on that side of the track alone just under 150,000 fans. Take a look out the top of those seating areas. That is an old television trick. When the television cameras pan across the crowd, it makes it appear that those seats are filled. However, we don't normally have to worry about that at the Daytona 500 because those seats are usually sold out. And here's this Corvette that I was telling some of you about before. They didn't quite make it. The guy didn't like it when I came by and said, oh, that'll buff out. I didn't really say that, I'm just kidding. All right, now our entire speedway sits on 480 acres. Inside of these walls, where we're traveling right now, ever since we got out of that tunnel, we have 180 acres. Now off to the driver's side of the tram, out behind that trailer, you might be able to see that RV lot. If you can't see it from here, you'll see it when we get up into the seating area. That RV lot is the one that's used by the drivers and owners during our different events. Also coming up here on the driver's side, as soon as we get past these showers up here, if you look to that side, you will see what's out there. We'll be using this starting tomorrow for a racing section that they call autocross. Now up to the passenger side of the tram, we are kind of sitting right down between that I showed you before. Also on the passenger side, these areas are another use for it. In December every year we run a triathlon on our property. Now, skiing is the part that will leave the track area, but the swimming does not, which means they're swimming in that lake. Now, the company, they have the largest fan entrance here at our track. It serves as the main one for our suites. Also, when we go around this building, we will be crossing over ours. They called it a third part and gave it the name Tri-Oval. So if you ever hear that a track is in the shape of a tri-oval, first thing I'm going to talk about, can you guys hear me down there? You might want to come a little closer unless you can hear me. Or like, again, if you don't want to hear me, that's okay. Okay. Anyways, all the way back behind me, you'll see the Daytona Beach International Airport. That airport is very important to this racetrack. During Speedway, the drivers and owners will have their private jets flown in there. And then, as you can imagine, on day here and do the same thing. Now, celebrity-wise for me, the two big years were 2020 and 2021. If anybody was paying attention to the Daytona 500 in 2020, we had a president here. The very first president to ever visit this track was in 1984, President Ronald Reagan. The other significance of that race, it was the July 4th race, was that Richard Petty won his 200th and final victory of his career. 20 years later, President George W. Bush, also Dale Jr. won his first Daytona 500. He won two. The second one was exactly 10 years later. And of course, 2020 President Trump, Lonnie Renew, they drove right by me in the Beast and waved to me. Now that was pretty neat. I was pretty excited about that. And then I pretty much forgot about it in 2021. And the reason for that is in 2021, I was standing out in the back there. If you look back behind the track towards that airport terminal, you will see trees. We have an office back there that we use for events. And I was standing back there, and I'm looking off to my left, and I see a Suburban coming towards me. Now, when we see a Suburban or a Tahoe around here, they start moving around like I'm going to do something, and I look back up at that Suburban, and the guy is waving at me. I don't know who it is until he gets closer, and then I started waving back. It was Michael Jordan. Now, without telling you how much it costs us out there, I will tell you, if you find yourself seated in the president's car, I'm going to get ready for that. All your food and drinks is included in the price of your ticket. Woo! Anybody tempted by that? Yeah, I got one. Anybody else have one? All right, everybody that put their hands on this. Now, everybody that's out their hands up.
This is the all of the winners.
The driver, he gets his portrait put up on that wall behind you there, and we call
This is
it.
the museum inside the Daytona International Speedway. Ito yung nasa loob. Mga cars. It's the motorbike winners. So the go-karts.
Look at this driver who doesn't drive.
Practicing for her test.
Yeah.
Ayan o, tingnan mo yung motor. Motor ba yan o bike? Motor cycle.
Sa bagay, sa atin no, meron yan. Sa Pilipinas, managbago. Ginagamit.
Meron ng ganyan?
Oo, meron. Sa Aurora.
This is the suit of Simpson. Shifty catalog. It's burned. It was burned.